All right, I got my last interview guest of the evening. I believe I'm joined with Hastings and Cole.
What's up,
What's
man?
up, man?
Kate and Josh.
Hey, how's it going?
You know, we are just out here living the live stream dream. I feel like every Saturday night now we hop on a live stream or we hop on a call. How are you?
I'm good. I feel even great now that I got y'all on. Thank y'all for being on the show.
Heck yeah, man. Thanks for asking us. So what do you want to know? All the dirty secrets behind Hastings and Co.?
Well, I don't know where to start. uh, here's what I do know from Hastings and Co. I know that y'all are a talented duo. Y'all have an entertaining music video called Brunch Drunk, which was
Yes, sir.
seen on CMT television, which has been seen there and is available on YouTube. And the song itself is on digital music platforms. And
Yes, sir.
and I also know that y'all have some appearances on there. When one of those appearing people is a good friend of mine, originally from Lexington, now resides in Nashville. Miss Taylor Hughes is on there.
Oh, I love Taylor. Yeah, what a great human.
So let's dive into this song and this music video. I interviewed Taylor a few weeks ago. She had a great time being in that video shoot. What was it like just having that video shoot for Brunch Drunk?
Well, I mean, for me, and then I'll let Josh kind of speak to it, it was all sort of a blur because we shot the whole day and we let the cast, we provided the cast with copious amounts of alcohol and provided ourselves with exactly zero. So I think the day for us went by a lot slower for everyone else, but it was so cool having all of our friends and so many great artists in town. I mean, we had Rossi, Allie, Colleen, Madeline McDonald, just all these incredible artists come together and really help us create this vision. Priscilla Block, Sarah Jones, who were also the co-writers on the song. And I think for us it was really important to create sort of snapshots of, the situations I've been in as a bachelorette, but also what we viewed as the bachelorette downtown in Nashville, is that's such a big, big industry right now. Josh, what about you?
Yeah, we just wanted to. I think the last thing you hit on, like the Bachelorette, the woo girls, as everybody calls them, in town.
And ain't no shame in that. Okay, I'm a woo girl.
Everybody riding pedal taverns downtown, and I think we just had fun portraying that, getting a little crazy at one of our favorite venues in town, Doghouse, and they were really kind to us to let us use their space, and getting to work with Logan Christopher, who directed it, just he got our vision. He tends to really get where you and I come from.
Yeah, I'm just like, here is a disaster. Can you make it look good? And Logan at Stormlight Pictures, I mean, he just nails it every single time. He's such an incredible visual artist. And sometimes, we've made videos in the past, but I think what makes this video so special is I literally drew the storyboard as stick figures, and I explained to Logan what I was thinking, and he just had this incredibly genius way of translating stick figures on a storyboard to this very colorful, vibrant video that exactly portrayed what Josh and I had been talking about.
And from what I've seen, the music video turned out really, really good. Y'all looked like y'all had a great time. Drinks in the air and everything. And because of Taylor Hughes, I've grown to like country music a lot more. It's growing on me. So thank you, Taylor. Shout out to you. And shout out to Juju. I'm friends with her too. I've interviewed her before as well. So you got two people that I know. What a small world we live in.
Oh, yeah, and the Nashville community is incredibly small, and I think it's incredibly important to support your fellow artists in everything that they do, and Juju's incredibly talented, Taylor's incredibly talented, and Taylor's brought us onto some great shows, and I'm really thankful for that relationship.
Yeah, and shout out to Taylor. She released her debut song, Good Taste, a couple of weeks back. She's on the big things. I believe that for a fact. So again, shout out to Taylor. Um, let's. So the song is out. The music video is out. What was your first reaction when you seen it on CMT for the first time?
I thought, good God. Wow, way to take a chance on an absolute piece of trash. I'm just kidding. No, I think it's cool. I think that CMT, Leslie Fram, that whole group, I think that they, they took a chance on us. They don't know us from Adam, and we're, in the grand scheme of this, very new to the entire experience, and I just think it's incredible that they are supporting women in the way that they are, and I think it's cool that they took a duo and they took a storyline that was maybe pushing the envelope a little bit. Brunch is such a buzzword, but I didn't know for a fact if it was going to 100% resonate with the country audience, and I'm thankful for Jordan and everybody over there for just taking an absolute chance on something that we really believed in.
And really, I think CMT's just been one of those staple names in media for so long in country music, and it's been, I don't know, it was a little bit of a milestone for us.
Yeah, growing up, I mean, the dream is to be on CMT. I think if you really love country music, that's just such for me anyway, as a child, that was such a big part of growing up that, yeah, it just felt like if it all ended today, that was something I could always look back and tell my kids, like, man, that really happened. And that could happen to anyone. That could happen to someone that's a nobody from a small town in Ohio. And I think that gives hope and credence to a lot of people that are out there with big dreams.
Oh, you said Ohio, where in Ohio are you from?
New Carlisle, man, I'll tell you what, we just got we got a Subway, we got a Lee's Chicken Restaurant, we got a Speedway. It's a pretty hopping town.
I know a thing or two about the state of Ohio. I lived there for 11 years. I lived in
So you basically know everything there is to know.
Pretty much. I lived in Cincinnati. I lived in Cincinnati for 7 years. I lived in Columbus for 4 years. I have so much good memories in that state. So shout out to my Ohio people out there. I love Ohio. I love the chili too.
Me too.
Love the chili.
You know what I love most about Ohio? I love being able to run on flat ground. There are so many hills in Tennessee. It's I didn't realize how flat Ohio was until I moved south.
Yeah, it is pretty flat.
Yeah.
So prior to this pandemic, y'all have gotten a chance to do some shows here and there, make appearances. What were some of your favorite shows that y'all was able to do this year?
Within the last year, I think my favorite show was last summer or last fall that we played a show opening for Jake Owen and Gretchen Wilson in Dayton, Ohio. And it was just, I don't know, it was probably about 5,000 people in this amphitheater, and it was cool to see the crowd really react to our songs. I think that particular crowd just kind of resonated.
Yeah, that crowd out of everyone that summer was really, really unique and very special. I think we did a show, one of my favorite shows for whatever reason, going back, is the show we did with Pam Tillis at City Winery. I don't know what it was about that show, but I really had that much fun. It was very intimate. It was private. It was very short, but I don't know. There was something about it and the storytelling behind it. I had just lost my father not long before the show, and it was through the Firefighter Behavioral Health Alliance, and they, talk about mental health with first responders and stuff like that. And I just felt so connected to that crowd. So I think not only is Sam Phillips a legend and one of my favorites, but there was something really special that happened that night for me.
One thing I love about music in general is that it helps you through tough times, and it brings people together. And while we are in the circumstance of being quote unquote social distancing and quarantine, music can still help you through those times. It can get your mind off it. It could be that relief. It could be that escape. And I appreciate y'all as artists for putting together some awesome music. And to all the musicians out there, thank you for all y'all do, as far as being that relief.
Absolutely. I think, I always use the quote from Elton John, but our gift is our song. And everybody in this world is put out to do or sets out to do something, I think, that is for the greater good of their fellow man. And what a unique experience for our particular path to be music and storytelling. And all you can really hope is that it helps someone. And I've also, Josh and I are really, really big supporters of people being along on the journey with us, because this hasn't been easy, and it's been a roller coaster of emotions. It's been happy, it's been sad, it's been hard. You feel like giving up, but it's been cool to be able to share. I think we are one of the more open artists about our story and the struggles and how it has been an up and a down process, but it's been cool to be able to take people on this ride with us, and maybe that alone is a little bit of an escape for their day.
Very, very true. So with this pandemic, with artists, entertainers not being able to perform in front of a crowd for a while, I noticed a lot of musicians doing online shows. Have y'all gotten a chance to do that? And if so, what's that experience like?
We have. We actually just finished one up
about 2 minutes before we called you. We had a lot of the writers' nights and featured writers' rounds in Nashville that would usually be having people out to bars have been setting up weekly nights where they'll feature an artist for an hour or two, and people get to tune in and request stuff and just interact. And I think that's been a good way, a different way, but a good way to still interact with people, still keep our music relevant, and keep up with people.
Yeah, and I think one thing that we're certainly looking into as time goes on, we know that most of summer tour is going to be canceled. So what does that look like for us as far as performing is our bread and butter? We've played a significant amount of songs and a significant amount of shows in a very small amount of time as artists, and so it's important for us to continue that platform. And you may see coming from us something on Instagram where it's a party that we throw weekly or maybe bi-weekly, and we have some of our favorite artists on. But more, if anyone wants to follow along with that on Instagram, we're at Hastings & Co., and we'll definitely keep you updated as we decide what those plans look like.
Awesome. I'm definitely going to have to check y'all out. Check y'all shows out. I'm after what I've seen in the music video, I look forward to seeing y'all even more than ever before. So I definitely plan on checking y'all online shows out in the future. So Brunch Drunk, the song is out on digital music platforms. The music video is on YouTube, and you may see it many more times on CMT. So go check that out. Support this talented duo. So are y'all planning on releasing some new music in the coming months as we enter the summer?
Yes, sir. As we go further into the summer, you're going to hear some updates. We got a new song coming out. We've been working on it pretty relentlessly the past couple weeks. It's a very serious song. It's called Canadian Tuxedo. But as fall goes on and stuff like that, we are going to release a few more things, as we like to call Nash Trash, which we think is sort of just party music, make people feel good. But as fall goes on and we get closer into the winter months, you're going to hear a little bit more about our story and some of the struggles that we've gone through. So stay tuned for that as well.
Hastings and Cole, thank you both for being on the show. I've had a great time chatting with you. Y'all have had a busy evening already, so I appreciate y'all taking the time and joining me. Continued success. Be safe, and I'll see more of y'all down the road.
Yes, sir. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having us on.
All right, y'all have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.